Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Episode 94 of the career mode. We are starting out on the showcase at Weedsport. This is going to be a very tough one. Weedsport's always been a hard track, and let alone it being a showcase, it's going to be much harder. But we had a really good first episode here in the super late models. We got third at Ep.94, which absolutely blew my mind. Got 13th at Eldora, which was fine. I was happy we made the A main. 13th at Lima Land, which was a lot better than I expected. And we didn't make the A main at Volusia. We got 29th, but we have a decently upgraded car, I'd say. We got level 4 of all our parts besides suspension. We're trying to save up enough money to get the suspension. We should be able to get that in this episode, I would think. So we are going to get our first sponsor of the Super Late Model series as well, which will be Top Meats. They'll give us a decent payout initially and per race, which would be nice. Hopefully Showcase 2, we can get into the A main to get those. We probably will by that point, because that will be much further down the line, and it's at Fairbury. We're pretty good at Fairbury, so looking forward to that. But this episode's gonna be very tough. Starts out the showcase Weedsport, then we got Bristol, which is always a hard track, Port Royal, and that's gonna be tough because it's just such a big track. You need a really good engine for that. And Knoxville is gonna be tough as well. Probably gonna be the best track for us out of this episode, honestly. So gonna be a tough one, but let's get on to the showcase here. All right, got down to about a 13.6 in practice. Hopefully we can try to back that up. I don't know where that would put us. Probably about mid-20s or something like that, honestly. Wouldn't be shocked, because I don't think it's going to be super fast, but I'm hoping we could just make the A main and do pretty decent, get a decent payout out of the day. If you miss up in the corner, you're just going to go straight off into the wall. Like that. Damn, that thing did not rotate at all. Okay, this first lap's going to absolutely suck. How much of that damage? 89 on one corner. Jesus. But it's hard to get this car rotated around for me, it seems. In my practice lap, I did it pretty well. Like right there, you kind of got to whip it in. 3 and 4, I did it really well in my practice. Got all the way down to like the bottom here. Okay, luckily it didn't straighten out. I thought it was going to straighten out pretty bad, but that'll be an okay lap. 13.8. Okay, that's 26. Not too bad. I think we were like 2/10 quicker in practice. I want to kind of see where that would have put us. It would have put us like mid or back of the teens, like almost about 20th really. But Tyler Hudson's in this. Okay, I think it's the first time I've seen him here. Who else is out front? Shane, Dennis, Josh, Max Blair. Most of the normal guys that we've seen all year up there. But we're starting, I think, 5th in heat number 2 here. Top 3 make it onto the showcase. Hopefully we could try to get one spot out of this to be like toward the front of the B main. Try to avoid wrecking these guys as much as possible. I'm so happy I'm out of the sprint cars because I go flipping here all the time. I can beat and bang on people a little bit better because we're pretty quick here. It's just the sprint cars, you can't tap anybody. And to be fast at this track, my lines are completely different than the AI. The AI lines are so weird, especially in turn 1. That's where I mainly would get into people. Jeez, I was turning left so hard on that corner. I can't get the car to rotate early enough right now. Scott, I'm not trying to wreck you. I'm just trying to run my line. Try to stay high here. He's getting his right rear really far out there, though. But we got a good run. Try to cut him off into turn 1. That's tight. If that's online, I get dumped 100%. Oh, there's actually a caution. I think he spun out. I think it was... Where's Scott at? I don't know where Scott's at. Oh, Scott's his last name. He's in 8th now. Yeah, he definitely spun out from that. He probably nailed the brakes and spun out for me cutting him off there. My bad, but you know, gotta do what we gotta do. Get down to the bottom. That didn't work. I hit the guy in 3rd and it just slowed us way up. It like pushed us back outside, which I did not need. Oh, it straightened out bad. You can't get this thing to rotate once it straightens back out. You got to get to rotate on entry or you're going to be real screwed. And it looks like we fell back to 5th. This is final lap unless I can pull off a miracle here. Get by Ziegler. But we got 5th, so I'll put us in the B main, probably like 9th or 10th. 9th or something like that. 8th, okay. That's not too bad. We just got to get a top 5 in the B main. We can make it to the A main. I honestly think we can make it in the A main here. Hopefully we can at least. Passing is very tough at this track though. We got Strickler right in front of us. I'm trying to cut down. I got into that 9 car a little bit, nailed the inside wall. We already have a pretty damaged car, already 89%. Oh, rotate please. It does not want to. We fell to 9th. into the back of Strickler there. Still in the back of him. He's really, really slow on the exit. Why are you so slow? And then he picks up the pace as soon as I get off his bumper. Of course, that's how it goes. I'm just trying to make passes. This place is just so tough with that. Oh, I thought I was hitting that inside wall. I straightened out, and that was a bad idea. I think I actually would have missed the wall. But I really sent it down there. Did not get it to rotate, and I dumped Strickler by accident. My bad. Oh, he got destroyed. I heard that. He absolutely got murdered back there. Yeah, making this A-main is going to be tough. Passing is very difficult. I really got to make up ground early in, like, turn 1. But these cars, I can't, like, quite get down to the bottom before turn 1. When we start on the outside, it's very tough. Because I was trying to back off a little bit there to get down to the bottom. Oh, I'm all on people. I'm going everywhere. Shoot the middle. That didn't work very well. Okay, somehow we made that work. Get it to rotate. Very tough to get this thing around. As long as we can make the A-main though, that'd be awesome because we can get a good payout for that. Trying to stay off the 9 there, but it's not going very well. I was all the way on the brakes there to not hit him. Or at least not dump him. I think I might have tapped him, but that's fine. The car just does not feel the best. I might need to change the setup to the 37% loose, just so I can try to get it to rotate some more. But the thing is, when you get it to rotate, it feels fine. It's just, it gets so tight sometimes through the corner so randomly. Like, you just can't get the back end around. Or you can't get the front end down. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh, I thought I was hitting that inside wall. There's an opening there. At least on iRacing, I've hit that thing and gone flipping. So I honestly don't know if there's an invisible barrier there where I wouldn't actually hit the wall and go flipping, but I think that you might. But we got the 4th and 3rd on the last corner. I'll take that. Got up to 3rd last corner there. That was nice. A little bit of bumping and grinding, but we're fine. All right, let's change our setup to 37 and just see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't really screw us over in this race. But we made the A-main. That's all I care about. I'm very happy we made it. Kind of really lucky we made it. The car did not turn off the restart. Oh, geez. And I was about to hit the inside wall once I did turn. I can't get the car straight. We're good. We're not really that good. Oh, we're not good at all. Jeez, already 81% and we're through turn 1. Car is absolutely killed. We're going to have so much to repair after this race. I turned in too early there. I was fully on the brakes. To try not to wreck Moran. I don't know how to say the name. I'm saying Moran. We won't be around them very much in the career, I would imagine. Because we've done really well. Like 3 races in a row. And then this is the first race since week 1 that we're really struggling. But it's a showcase, so it makes sense. And Weedsport is very difficult. Moran is very slow off of turn 4. He needs to start running Mo. Got by him. See if we can try to catch these guys. If I can get into a groove running this bottom, it'd be nice, because a lot of them are running a lot higher. If I can get the car rotated like that. It's doing better than the 25% was, honestly. Tried going in a little too early there, but we saved it. Oh, they're almost wrecking in front of us. They almost got popped up in the air. But we'll see if we can get by Bales. It did not rotate there, but I was able to use a little bit of the gas to get it around at least. I'm just happy we'll finally get a sponsor. We can get more payout per race, because the payout per race was a struggle. We did really good at I-55, which was really nice. I think that was like 126,000 or something like that, or 120. Something similar to that. Oh, Bales, why did you just like brake there? He was running high literally every damn corner and then decides to go low and just nail the brakes on entry. Okay, let's see if we can try to get around him on the outside. I'm going to have to try to go under. That's not going to work. Because if I try to go to his outside in turn 1, I'm going to smash that wall. I tried to get it rotated enough for him to go like by and us cross over him, but that didn't work. We do have the leader starting to catch us, which is Shane still. He started pole, and he is still flying around. Gonna smash Bales a little bit, try to get by him. He was not giving up the position easy. Trying to keep this thing straight down the straightaway is tough. I remember the Pro Late model was bad at some tracks like that too, like Williams Grove. Port Royal is going to be tough with that probably, because you get the thing wobbling a little bit down the straight because it wants to pull right. Oh, geez. I thought we were going to be able to clear the slider there. We just hit him with the right rear. We were at 76% damage. Damn. That's really bad, and we did not get it rotated there. Leader is right on us now. We lost so much time to bales. See if we could try to hold off Shane a little bit, but I imagine he's just going to go flying by us. So look, we're fast in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is good for us. Bales, give me the spot. Smash. Oh, don't hit Shane, though. He's the leader. Trying to fight for every position back here we can for the money. We're good 3 and 4. 1 and 2 is the struggle spot, especially when I'm sideways back and forth in 1 and 2 constantly. But I definitely do not need a caution now because we are third to last, and we're the first car a lap down, which sucks. So a caution would be awful for us right now. Josh is going by there. Ross was trying to follow him through, but that wasn't going to work. I was not going to let that happen. Probably just going to call him Ross instead of Bales. I might call him Bales, actually. Bales isn't bad. And there was a different Ross before, I think, so that'd be a little confusing. So second has gotten by us now. I don't know where third is. Oh, I think they're all flying up right now, getting by Bales. But we got 3 laps left. Honestly, we have 2 laps left because we're a lap down. Tyler Hudson, we're catching him. We honestly might be able to smash our way by him in this last lap here, because this is the final lap. 3 and 4, we might be able to make something happen here if I hit a good line. Not quite. Okay. Unless I get a run down the front stretch? No, we don't. We get 21st, but that's all right. It's a showcase race. Those are very tough. Very happy we just made the show at least, so that's nice. Finished right where we started. Up to 17th was a lap down. Ferguson and Overton in front of us ended up a lap down as well. Shane did win it. So I think that, is that going to put him in the points lead? I'm not sure. I know Max Blair was doing really well. So I'm not sure who was in the lead, honestly. I didn't pay too much attention. I forgot. So we got 108 out of that. So where does that put us? Still 14, so that's nice. I'd like to get a top 15 out of the year at this point. That'd be awesome. Really was kind of just gunning for a top 25 or a top 20, but now top 15 I feel like is attainable. But Dennis actually has the points lead by 2 points over Shane. Max has 2 wins as well, but he's had a couple bad weeks, so he's back in 6th. So the points lead is pretty tight up front. Where did Dennis finish? Bars. 4th. He was not that far back, but 91,000 there for 21st. That's so nice for a showcase because we got 120 something for getting 3rd at I-55, which is crazy. So let's go finally get our sponsor. We'll get a little bit more of a payout, and then I think one more race will take to get that suspension upgrade. Yeah, parts got very worn out. I'm not shocked by that, but we have a ton of fans. Geez, 618,000 fans. That's nuts. But we have $301,000. I think we need like another 100 or a little bit more than 100,000 or something like that. But that's 60,000 from top meets, or yeah, top meets. That's nice. Oh, what are these goals? Jesus. Oh, I don't even know. This is a very tough next few races, man. I don't even know. I think we can get a top 10 out of one of them, and that'll be worth it more than the top 15, honestly. So just getting one top 10 will pay for itself over the other one. So think we could do that. Let's repair these 2 parts at least, and we are at what, 357. This will be about 300, yeah, about like 450-ish I think total. So really we need like a little bit less than 100,000, maybe a little bit more, but our sponsorship's going to be about 33,000, might be the slightest bit more. Do we have any legacy or anything? I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. Do we? Because everything else is like a legend. This one's just low, so there's no bonus on any of that, which is unfortunate. But I think we'll get 33,000 for that. Hopefully we can try to finish decent and get a good payday for the race as well. But it's Bristol. I'm just hoping we can make the A main and see what we can do in this one. All right, we were pretty close to that top 10 goal in practice, but I don't think we're going to be able to hit it. I'm not going to try to spend too many laps on it, honestly. That would give us a little bit of money, but not that big of a deal. Qualifying goal is a 3, though. That's like 3/10 quicker, which is absolutely crazy. I'm just trying to run as smooth as we can because this car just pulls straight left down the straightaway, so I have to constantly tap right to keep it looking straight. But I imagine in this race, I'm going to be whipping this car all down these front and back stretch of this track. Like, it's very tough to keep it straight. Through the corner, I can kind of get it set in and just use the banking to turn us, and I just tap right a little bit, but I tap too much there. Not a terrible lap. 682, that was pretty close to the practice goal. That was not a good entry to the corner. I hit the flat. This will probably be a slower lap, but I'm honestly happy with that 682. That was not too bad. And I ran a little bit higher than I was running in practice, too. I was trying to just hold the bottom in practice. Yeah, that was an 8. That's 17th. Wow, we're much faster than I expected. That's really nice. Starting 5th in heat number 1. I want to say, how many heats are there? Top 5 are going to make it. There's 4 heats. So I think we can get another spot at least out of this heat race. That'd be really nice. So we start like 16th then. But we'll see if I can do that. Thought I was going to hit that guy. Who was that? Eckert? Oh, I thought I was going to hit the apron there. I just right-reared the hell out of him, but he kept it going straight. We're all good. I think I'm going to try to keep it a little bit higher through these corners like I was in qualifying, like right about here. Because that was working pretty well for us. Just got to go in a little low, slide up slightly, and it's not that bad. It's just down this straightaway. If I let go of the steering, it's just going to pull straight left. Like, you could see it a little bit. Like, you just see the front end start turning left. That's it doing itself. Like, I just let off the steering for a quick second, and it's just rotating down the straightaway. It's so dumb. But we're not falling too far back from these guys in front of us, which is really encouraging. I think we might be able to get a top 10 out of this race, honestly, if we can keep it clean and not be freaking out everywhere around people, but that's probably not going to happen very easily. But starting 16th is a good start to try to get a top 10, honestly, because we'll have a little bit more speed in the A main compared to the AI. They fall down a little bit, and we should be able to get close to a top 10, if not get one, which would be really nice to start off this sponsorship with one, so I can already get that off my chest. But we got 4th there. I'm happy. I figured we can get one spot from wherever we qualify. I feel like we can get another spot ahead of it. So unless we qualify like 2nd in our heat, then it's tough to get the lead. But Dennis was in our heat. He absolutely flew away from everybody. He must have gotten pole as well because we were heat 1. Wait, it said we're starting 13th. Is that where we're starting? We're starting 13th? I thought we were starting 16th. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we're heat 1. Never mind. I think... Wait, would a 5th put us 16th? Maybe? Yeah, 5th would... Wait, no, it's 25. I'm confused. I'm very confused. 5th might have put us 16th? Yeah, actually 5th would have put us 16th. Because we qualified 16th. I'm stupid. Everyone's probably yelling at me watching this thing like, you would have been 16th if you couldn't finish 5th because that's where you qualified. Yeah, it took me a minute. So that makes it a lot easier to get a top 10, honestly. We got Larson right in front of us, Brent Larson, not Kyle Larson. It'd be awesome if he was in the game, though. Who's that, Tanner English? Yeah. Trying to memorize some of these names when I see them. Trying to memorize some of the paint schemes, too, because we'll definitely be fighting with these guys a lot throughout the career mode. Because, like I was saying in the first episode, at the end, I believe I was saying it. I could be wrong. I don't quite remember. Oh, don't wreck him. I think next season I'm going to bump it up to Legend difficulty. I've had it on Expert this entire career mode, and it's coming towards an end, but I don't want to win the World of Outlaws like Super Late Model 1 too easy. It took 3 seasons in the sprint cars with a maxed out car to get that one done. So I kind of want the same kind of thing, the struggle with the Super Late models, and I just love driving these things too. So I think that going to Legend, we can definitely get it done. Once we get like a fully maxed out car, it's going to take like another... Oh my god, I hit the apron and that killed me. I was not expecting that. Oh, we got a caution for that? Okay, I'll take it. But wasn't expecting one. I absolutely destroyed the wall of my right side. Because I hit that apron and it just shot us straight. That was bad. That was really bad. I turned it a little too early. But yeah, the career mode on Legend should be fun. I haven't played on Legend yet at all. I was trying to hold off English behind us, so I was trying to get down in front of him. That actually worked, and we might be able to get a spot out of it too. Nope, I'm pulling left. Who is that? Gordy. Yeah, Gordy. Love that name. That was the one I didn't know how to say the last name. I just remember Gordy. Gordy's hilarious. Josh Richards, try to get to his outside, but turned it a little too hard down the straight. I overcompensated for it pulling left. Oh, geez, I didn't know I was gonna hit him. Don't hit the apron again. Okay, it didn't matter if I hit the apron. I hit the inside wall and it brought me to the outside wall. Gotta try to hold these guys off behind me. They are gonna get to my inside there. Gordy, go away. Oh, I got like slightly bumped off of him. It was like the slightest touch, but it really didn't push me too hard right, but it stopped me from rotating left. So me tapping to the right on the straight really pulled me right. Because like his car stabilized my straightaway at the end and it just like hooked right real quick. You don't see much of the track in these damn corners in these cars because like the camera angle is just so behind it. The banking, all you see is the back of the car up in the air. It's kind of funny, but kind of annoying at the same time. Like the other camera angles aren't any better either. Like the other one that's back here, it's just like a little bit higher of a view, but it's like very disorienting to me. I don't like it. I wish it was just like a little bit further back at the same angle of a camera chase instead of it being like a higher angle, like the same length away. It's just a higher angle. But we're sitting in 10th right now. I about took out Gordy there. Trying to stay off of him. But we got 11th and everybody right behind me. Oh, they're getting to my inside. Who is that? Hammer? Mr. Hammer? Kyle Hammer? Oh, and we got damage. We're at 70% now. Just barely tapping the wall over and over. It's getting worse. I'm losing some speed because of it. And now we're getting a guy to our outside. I was trying to just stay on the outside of Hammer, and he just kept pulling further and further down, or I was just trying to get behind him at the time. I'm just trying to keep the car straight on the straightaway. Oh my god, the apron. You never know what the apron's gonna do. I thought it was gonna bump us up the track like it did earlier. So like, when I tapped the apron, I pressed left slightly, and it really hooked left. That was not good. But damn, we're just outside the top 10 for our sponsor goal. If we get a caution, I feel like we can definitely get it, but I don't think we're going to get a caution. These late models don't get too many of them, honestly. But we're doing really well. Very happy about that, because Bristol's a very tough track to drive at. Like, you just left. I let go of the steering wheel for 1 second, or the controller for 1 second to show you how bad the leftness is. Try to hold off these guys behind me. I can't leave the bottom too open, because that's when they get a run straight to your inside and they'll just go flying by you. That's what happened with Gordy and Hammer. Like, I ran my line a little higher and they just stuck their nose in there and got inside of us. Not a whole lot I can really do about it at that point once they're side by side with us on the bottom. Side by side on the outside, we can kind of protect a little bit better. Hammer fell off a little bit there through the corner, but there's only 1 lap left. I don't think we're going to be able to make anything happen to get to 10th unless there was a caution, but they already passed the start-finish line. Blair won it, Max Blair. That's his 3rd win on the season. He's probably going to be like 4th in points, honestly. That's crazy. But hey, we got 11th. That's going to be a decent payday. I think we're going to be able to get that suspension upgrade, which is going to probably really help us, which is nice. But Gordy finished in front of us. Why is his number like purple in the background, but his whole car is orange? That's confusing. But Shane, Dennis, they have a tight points battle. So Shane gets 2 points on Dennis there. Tyler Boom Briggs up front. That's an awesome name. That's just a really cool name, Boom Briggs. But we got 11th. I'm happy about that. We started 13th. Didn't move a whole lot. We could have gotten a top 10 for sure. I moved us up to 13th in points, though. Let's go. I think we just passed Ferguson, maybe. That's my guess. We're not too far back from a couple guys in front of us. Well, we're only not too far back from Darrell or Daryl. I'm going to say Daryl. But up front, oh no, Shane was behind Dennis is what it was. Okay, so he got his 2 points and now they're tied. Blair moves up to 4th in points like I was guessing. And he's still over 30 points out of it, which is crazy. He's 34 points back in 4th place with 3 wins on the season. Like, there's been 6 races. He's won half of them, but he's had a couple really bad races. So you got to be consistent. Stay up front. 65,000. Our race payout's 33. Ooh, are we going to have enough for the suspension? Just at 100K? I think we're going to have just enough. Let's go check it out. Oh, the chassis and engine are really worn out, but they're still green. So I'm going to try to get the suspension with all our money. We might be broke and not be able to repair anything before the next race, but we'll check it out. We're going into Port Royal. I know we're not going to be great there, but hopefully this suspension will help out. Going to try to get the performance stuff of the car. It's going to be really tight. Oh, I don't think we're going to have enough. I think we're going to be just short. Yep, 65. Damn. But I have a lot of performance on this, so it's a lot better than the other one we were just using. So next race, we'll 100% be able to finish out that, which is awesome. And we can repair everything else, at least the chassis and engine, because the tires don't need it. But that leaves us with 45,000. Our sponsor will pay for the rest of our suspension upgrades. So that's good. We're going on the Port Royal. That's going to be a tough one. It's actually a pretty low paying race for Port Royal. I'm going to drop the laps too. 20 laps is a lot at Port Royal. So I think this will drop it to maybe 18, something like that. 16, that's fine, because Port Royal is such a long track. It's going to feel so long and dragged out anyways. So 16 laps will be just fine for us here. Hopefully we can continue, try to get a top 10. Don't know how we're going to do there. Here might have to mess with the gear ratio just a little bit. So I'll check out once I get in there and do some practice. All right, got the actual top 10 practice goal by a decent amount. It took one lap to do it, but I had like 3 or 4 laps before that where I didn't hit it, and then I ran the top in 3 and 4 and absolutely flew. So that's going to be the key at this track, obviously. Just running the top, seeing how well you can keep it up there. Get a good run here off turn 4, hopefully. I was trying to do like a slider line and then catch the grip on the exit, but that just wasn't as quick as getting the grip early and getting a good launch off, it seems. 1 and 2 slides up a lot harder though, so you got to be careful with that. Might throw a slider in 1 and 2 mainly though. We'll see. The straightaways here are not too bad, at least. Not as bad as Bristol was, at least. Bristol is just terrible with the setup. 7:15, I'll take that, honestly. It's not that bad. I think I had an okay 1 and 2 the first lap, but I think that slider in 1 and 2 is a little quicker. And I hit the wall 3 and 4. That's going to probably slow us down a decent bit, so that's unfortunate. I did tap the wall a little bit, the right rear, my fast lap in practice, but like it was just the right rear tap, and it kept going really well. I didn't like come around and hit the wall again, so. But we still got 16th. That's not too bad. Where would that at 5 have gotten us? A few spot tire, not too bad. Not too much, at least. But we're going to be 4th in heat number 4, top 5 to advance, so we should be able to advance the A main, no problem, it seems. But we'll see if we can get a spot from Larson here on our inside. We got Yoder in front of us. See if we could try to get by anybody. Because them being too wide doesn't leave much room for us to go anywhere. Try not to wreck anybody. Oh, Yoder, get off us. Where did my mirror go, honestly? I don't think I realized I didn't have a mirror on. I don't know if I messed that up last episode or what, but I must have done it in like a practice or something, because I think I was hitting buttons trying to change the camera. Oh, see, there's the camera stuff. There it is. Okay, I was hitting buttons and I didn't even realize I didn't have a mirror on. That's funny. Honestly, it wasn't even that bad not having one. I wasn't even paying that much attention to it anyways. But it's nice to have, so I could see where people are flying up on us. Unless, like, literally, I just did that in practice and I had it last race, because I don't remember. I just don't remember at all not having the mirror. Alright, well, we stayed in 4th. That's not too bad. Oh, try not to fall back to 5th, though. Strickler was coming really fast. Got in the wall too hard there in 3 and 4. I feel like we have some speed, though, so the A-main might be decent for us. We're going to be starting back in 16th, though. But it's not going to be that bad, I think. I think we might be able to get to a top 10. We might be able to. Got to get a good start here. Passing people when everybody's punched up, though, is so tough at this track, especially starting on the outside. I think if we started on the inside, we'd have a chance. Never mind. Look at that. I got that outside hooked in turn 1. Damn. That was nuts. That was kind of nuts right there. Oh, don't hit the wall. That turn 1 was so nice. Gotta not hit that inside wall, though, if you're on the bottom in 1 and 2. There's an opening down there. It's really bad. Oh, don't hit him. Okay, we're good. Try to get to this outside. The outside has some speed. It really digs out there. Try to throw like a slider line here. Get up to the top. Try not to wreck Gordy. Blocked his momentum off there. Throw another little tiny slider to get to the top. Get that speed on the exit. We are fast. Okay. We're in 9th and we started 16th and we got up to like 11th in turn 1. That was nuts. That was like the best turn 1 I've ever had at like any track, I think. Oh, they're wrecking. That was massive. Is that not going to be a caution? Okay, it is. I'm like, what? That was a big wreck. I never see the AI get together in these things that hard. That was crazy. But this guy has a lot of damage. Who is it? Ryan Gustin. He had that like white and purplish car. I know his 19 is purple, like the outline is. But he might be slow after that, like with all that damage. Oh, it pulls right off the start. But let's see if we can do that again. Nope, I got the wall, but it wasn't that bad. We're able to go 3 wide at least, get by Gustin. He was really slow from that damage, so I'm happy we did go outside, honestly. We're right behind Gordy still. Ooh, got a good run on him. Gonna be able to clear him off turn 4. We're up in 7th. This is not a track I expected to get a top 10 at, honestly. I didn't have to do any gear ratio changing either because it seemed like our engine was getting like fully maxed out before the corner, so it was pretty good. So I like the way that the setup was already. So that's always nice. Well, let's see if we can try to get a top 5 out of this thing with how much speed I feel like we have. We're doing really well. Josh Richards, he was running the bottom, holding us up a little bit. Now Hammer tries to get by him, and he was real slow off that corner. 2 guys got together up there again. I wonder who got together the first time up there. I know it was Gustin. I don't know who got together with him, though. I don't know if it's another repeat offender getting into it up here. Oh, too hard. Didn't turn in early enough there. How damaged are we? 86. Yeah, that's going to start hurting over time. The more I do it. But the outside just has so much speed here. It's crazy. I know Knoxville is probably going to be the same. If I can hit the outside in Knoxville, damn it. If I can stop getting the front end and come around. Gordy, get off my ass. Luckily, we didn't get spun there. That was very close, actually. Okay, we're hitting turn 1 better than we are 3 and 4. When you get that cut down like that, it's fast. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to throw a slider on Gordy. That was not the case. Still have a decent exit, but he's going to clear us off turn 4. 5 more laps. I'm happy we made this 16 instead of 20 because this would have really dragged on. That one caution really did like bunch it back up and make it interesting though. I think if it went green the entire way, it would have felt so spaced out. Because by the time this 16 lap finishes, it's going to be kind of spread out. Like I might be close to these two still in front of me, but it's so spread out at this point. Like Gordy's right behind me, then it's over a second back behind him to Larson. Need to go in higher there to get that exit speed. I just need to get a nice turn in. See, that's fine. If I just barely tap the right rear on the wall and get that car still sideways, it's fine. But you don't want that front end to come back around and hit the wall. It's kind of like iRacing in a way. If you can tap that right rear on the wall, it's super damn fast. A little bit of wall riding, but not extreme or anything like that to where you're like exploiting the game or anything. Because at this game, you would definitely slow up getting your front on the wall. The right rear tapping, it's not too bad. We're catching Hammer and Richard slightly, but we only got 1 lap left now. Those 5 laps actually went by super quick. But we're getting away from Gordy, which is nice. We're going to have 7th place locked down, so we got that top 10, which is awesome. I think Gustin is right up there, like a lap down. So he had a really bad race. But 7th place, we got that sponsor goal, which was worth taking that top 10. That was really nice. That was a smart thing to do. Where did Gustin end up finishing? 2nd to last. And I think Daryl was actually the one that got into it with him because he was way back there as well. So we're probably going to jump him in points. Daryl it is. And Max Blair gets his 4th win of the season. Dennis and Shane still having a tight battle right there. Like, so they're only going to be 2 points apart, but let's see how far up the ladder Blair went, and we also went. So that's going to put us, I want to say 12th, maybe 11th with Gustin falling so far back. 12th, okay. How close are we to them? Gustin's actually a lot further ahead. We did pass Daryl. Ferguson behind us actually passed him too, but we're not really, we were pretty far behind everybody else, so that makes sense actually. We're like just under 60 points behind Hammer, which we were just racing behind, but Blair gets up to 3rd in points. He's still quite a bit back though. Dennis and Shane are really tight up front, but Max having freaking 4 out of 7 wins is nuts. He's absolutely on a tear. If he could just not finish bad in a couple races, he'd be doing great. But that sponsor goal, having some nice money out of that. Merch sold over 1,000 now too, and we get over 100K for that race also, which is awesome. Parts got kind of worn out, the tires and suspension mainly, so I'll repair those. And then we'll be on to Knoxville. Knoxville's been a decent track for us, I would say, in most cars, I would say, especially the street stocks where I found that high line is really good. So hopefully we can do that. 32 laps right now. What the hell? I think this was supposed to be a showcase or something. That's on 40%. What? So I need at least 30% so I could have yellows on. That's weird. Why is there so many laps here? That's 24 laps. I guess we'll do 24 at Knoxville. We did 16 at Port, so it kind of evens out a little bit. It's a little bit smaller of a track. Well, technically they're both a half mile, but this track runs a little faster than Port Royal does, I should say. So let's see if we try to get another top 10. I felt like Knoxville was our best chance this episode to get one for our sponsor goal. So let's see if we can try to get 2 of 3. All right, got the practice goal just by a little bit, but we got it at least. That'll probably put us like mid-teens or about 20th if we could hit that lap again, I would think. Because the top 10 goal is like 3/10 quicker for qualifying. Like the qualifying goals are nuts compared to the practice goals. But I was actually quicker running the bottom, surprisingly to me, because I was ripping that outside. Feel like I was doing really well, and then ran one lap like on the bottom middle-ish here and ran the 9, so... I ran like a 10th slower or a 10th and a half slower on the top, which is crazy. I was doing like a cut down as well, just getting the momentum from the top and then cutting down on the exit. Not even like too hard, just trying to keep the momentum. But it was just weird. Ran a 16-1 there. Not amazing. See if I can just get a quick cut down. Nope, not very quick, but get the run from the outside for 3 and 4. I think that outside's going to be the way to go in the feature race, at least, just to try to get by some people. Because I think I can get a lot of speed out there, but 20th isn't too bad. This is a very competitive track, I'd say, so... who's out front? Dennis, Shane, God, they're right on top of each other every time. It's crazy. The points battle up front is going to be nuts. Like, they're within, like, 2-4 points of each other. Seems like all season so far. At least this entire episode they have been. And it just pulled right on the start, but we're fine. Top 4 make it, so we need to stick to our top 4 spot where we qualified. Did not have a good start, though, being on the outside. Probably should have stayed a little outside to get by Turner, or try to get by Turner, but damn. He had a good 3 and 4 there. 3 laps left. Need to try to do something. Oh, he was really slow in 1 and 2. He is just in our way. Cool. Try to go around him on the outside, I guess. Or get a run down the front stretch and get to his inside. Yeah, that worked. Push him up a little bit. I hit the apron and it straightened us out though, so I wasn't necessarily trying to, but I was trying to like scare him up, but the apron kind of pushed us straight into him, but that's fine. Luckily, I haven't gotten any hate messages this season yet, I don't think. Pretty sure I've just had positive videos so far. Because I remember Brad Sweet had one, which made absolutely no sense because he was from the sprint car world and not the late model side. Did I go too high there? No, he didn't get to our inside. Okay, we're good. We're starting 20th in the A main though. Hopefully we can make ourselves go forward in the feature. This place is a lot tougher than I was expecting for us, at least. I thought we were gonna have a little bit more speed, but that's all right. Sometimes races go a little bit different than expected. Like Port Royal, did not expect to get the top 10 there, but we were flying there, especially on that first lap. We were moving on that top side, which honestly I want to try to do the same here, but it doesn't work the same. It might have if I wouldn't have smacked the wall though. So we held our spot. At least we didn't fall back further. Trying to scooch in behind Overton. Got in front of him there, nice. We're 3 wide. Try to take it easy on the bottom, slide up in front of this bottom guy. I don't know who I was battling with, honestly. Because everybody's so tight. Oh, they're wrecking. That's going to maybe give us a spot or 2. No, we're going to be 15th. That's all right. We're moving our way up. I'd like to be on the bottom for this restart, too. That's going to be helpful, I feel like. Especially for turn 1. Because being on the outside, I feel like you can make work. But I smashed the wall, and that slowed us up again. So... I'm trying not to damage the car. We're at 95% on the car. It's not too bad. Right rear Larson on the entry, though, a little bit. That's fine. Yeah, the bottom is where you want to be, it seems. You get so many spots. Like, the whole bottom line just went forward. If you run it right. Try not to come up too high. Let the guys get under me from behind. We still got 20 laps to go, though, and we're sitting 12th right now. So I think we might be able to still get a top 10. It's going to be hard. Ferguson, we are flying by. I'm shocked by that. See, Max Blair's back here in 10th right now. Like, what? That's crazy. He gets 2 wins straight. He has 4 out of 7 on the year, and then he runs, like, around 10th or, like, just outside the top 10 in these other races. If he doesn't win, he's around, like, 10th. It's crazy. Like, his consistency is all over the place. Trying to hold off Jeremy Show. I thought it was Larson, honestly, behind us, but Mr. Show is right behind us. He's trying to sneak to our inside here. That's why I'm trying to stick bottom right now until we can kind of pull a little bit of a lead on him, and then I'm going to try the top or the cut down line. See if we can make it work at all. Oh, that was so fast. Yeah, that top has so much speed if you hit it right. Gordy is going to be right in front of us. Try not to run him over. Turned it a little hard and slowed up to not run him over on entry. 1 and 2 is where we're really good at it, though. It seems like 1 and 2 is maybe top, 3 and 4 might be bottom. That might be the move. And I think Gordy might have heard me. Because he was top 1, 2, and then went middle to bottom 3 and 4. And we passed him. He was kind of running middle. He didn't know where he wanted to run, actually. But 1 and 2 on the top side is schmoving. Oh, they're getting together. Blair and somebody else. Hammer. Blair's putting the hammer to hammer. Yeah, this top bottom is really working for us. I just need to get more at the wall before I go into turn 1. But I was trying to get my hammer there. Blair is moving now. He doesn't want us to pass him. We're making passes left and right now that we're working the bottom in 3 and 4, though. So I'm going to go top 1 and 2. One guy, I think Hammer's going to get to our inside, but we should have a good run on the exit here. Not as good as I was hoping, though. Oh, I didn't get it rotated. No. Yeah, that's going to slow us up a little bit. Definitely messed that one up a little. I was just trying to run that outside since Hammer was to our inside. Oh, look at the speed we just got. Like, Gordy had no chance there. We were just outside, and he got to our door-to-door, and we just blow the doors off of him there. Or either that or it was Flinter. One of the two. I don't know. It might have been Flinter, honestly. They both have orange cars. Everyone around me has an orange car right now. Hammer, Gordy, Flinter, they all have orange cars. And I'm just in the middle with a blue. But I need to figure out a different paint scheme for next year. Like, this paint scheme looks alright, but it's not great by any means. I wish I could make the Gordon car. I really do. I'm mad that they don't have the flames on this late model, because the Pro late model was like my favorite car out of the entire career mode, like paint scheme wise. It was a fun car to drive as well, but I like these Supers more. They're about the same. These just have more horsepower to them and stuff, more torque. Especially once I upgrade it more. But you can't make like the best paint scheme or anything. I'm so sad on these Super late models. And I need to move the top meets sponsor to like the back corner of the cars, because it's like up there in front of the number. It's a weird spot for the sponsor, but I'm gonna move it to the back corner so it can be bigger. It makes more sense there to me. That's like the main sponsor, I feel like, on the car. Like the back corners of the left and right. I feel like that's normally like the spots for a main sponsor, not right in front of the number. So I can put some other one up there by the number. Oh, don't hit the wall. I really whipped that thing around and not hit the wall. Gordy caught all the way back up to us, though. We're 9th. I thought we were a little higher up, but we're not. We're 9th. That's fine. We were catching everybody up there, and then they started pulling off from us. Gordy is really trying to move up now. Dennis is still like a quarter of the track back. That was not a great turn 1. Had a good exit, though, compared to Gordy. Maybe he checked up because we were cutting across the entire track. But Dennis should not catch us in these last, like, 5 laps, I don't think. Yeah, he's like a quarter, a third of the track back. So we're good to be on the lead lap still, which is really nice. Especially if a caution were to come out. There's so many people a lap down. I think up to, like, 15th maybe is a lap down, it looks like. Yeah, because there's a few people behind me, and then there's a pack of 3 right in front of the leader right now. Get the outside. Flinter's on our inside now, right? Yeah, that's Flinter. Larson's now moving his way up. Gordy has fallen back to like 11th or 12th now. I think 12th. Rip to Gordy. But yeah, I feel like this should have been a showcase race with how many damn laps they're trying to get you to do. Like the 40% was 32 laps. Like, that's nuts. I dropped it to 30%, and that's the lowest I could have for cautions to be on, and it's still 24 laps. That's freaking nuts. Like, Knoxville is such a long race, which is fine by me. I like Knoxville a lot. It's one of the more prestigious tracks, too, so it makes sense. But I feel like this or Eldora should be, like, some showcase races. I feel like instead of Charlotte to end the year, Charlotte should be like the first showcase, and then I think Knoxville should be the second showcase, and then Eldora the final showcase, or flip-flop Eldora, Knoxville, I don't know. But hell, we had a good race. We were just kind of vibing there around the top 10 there, once it evened out. Dennis got the win. I didn't see where Shane was, honestly, but we got 9th. That was solid for us. Very happy about that. Where did Shane finish? He finished 5th, so he actually loses 10 points to Dennis there in the points battle. That is big. We're starting to catch Briggs and Hammer a little bit, but don't think we'll be able to get up to the top 10 by any means. But there's a 12-point lead difference for Dennis now over Shane. That's not too bad. But 88,000 for in 9th place. That is awesome. We're going to get our biggest payout. Oh, actually, that might be just around our biggest payout now, because we had like the 126,000 for 3rd at I-55, but we didn't have a sponsor back then. So now, first time with a sponsor, getting to $125,000. Everything's not that worn out also, so I think I'm just going to keep them the way they are for now. And, oh, actually, get a video message.
Hey, we've all noticed you've been doing really well recently. Nice job. Keep it up.
Thank you, Tyler. Bruining. It's so funny. His last name is like Bruining. It's such weird spelling to me. But Lucas Oil is going to be a tough one next episode for sure. Definitely need to up the laps again, because it got so weird there with Knoxville. But that should put us at 20 for next episode. It does. We're doing pretty damn well. We're 12th in points. I'm guessing we're just going to go for tires next on the car. Just work our way back down the car. Upgrade the things that we can. Actually, we need to... Oh, I didn't upgrade this after Port Royal. Duh, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I forgot all about that. So now that's fully upgraded. You guys might have been like yelling at me, or somebody might have already commented by this point in the video, like, hey, you didn't upgrade your suspension part after Port Royal. Yeah, I didn't. My bad. But we got it now. We're good. That should help us for next episode. But next up, we got Lucas, Cedar, Fairbury is the second showcase, and Kokomo. It should be a pretty good episode for us, I think, because Lucas is going to be tough. We usually have speed, but we usually hit a tire. Cedar's usually decent for us, okay, back and forth. Fairbury and Knoxville, awesome for us usually, especially Fairbury being a showcase. I'm very excited about that one. We should be able to get a new sponsor there as well. I'm probably going to go with VP Racing. It's barely less race payout, but the initial payout's so nice, 181,000. That's definitely worth it. So probably going to go with that. If we can make the showcase, we should, because it's Fairbury. But that's what I'm hoping for. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.